1 minute to discuss in pairs, and then we'll try to work out our common point of view. Okay? So, students number 1, please raise your hand. Now, you begin confirming your neighbor, your partner, that anyone can make a guide. Please begin. No, you speak first. Where's number 1? So anyone can make a guide, can become a guide. So there are 2 people. You begin speaking and confirm him that anyone can become a guide. Who's number 1? Who's number 1? What number are you? So, I don't hear you. You have 1 minute, please. Talk to him. Okay, that is all. 1 minute is over. I can say that the beginning was perfect because you knew nothing what to do. That's why I would like to introduce a new technique, and from time to time we'll work in this technique. Its name is whole brain teaching. Are you bored by teachers teaching? Yes. There is a very interesting, my observation. I'd like to share my observation with you. When you are in the 1st grade, I mean students are in the 1st grade, 90% of students are good and excellent students. 90%. Only 10% have some problems. When you are in the 5th form, 50% of students are good and excellent students. And half have problems. When you are in the 10th or 11th form,
there is no students.
At least 10% students are good and excellent students.
5.
Even less. And all the rest have either problems or just don't want.
They are bored of studying.
Maybe they are bored not of studying. They are bored of teaching, because teachers come every day and they teach and speak and you have just to listen to. Yeah? From today, at my lessons, you will teach each other. And I will. Why not? You'll see. And there is a very good technique offered by an American teacher that is named whole brain teaching. It means that you will teach your partner with whole your brain. Not with a half of your brain, but with whole your brain. Why whole brain? I hope you know that there are 2 parts of the brain. Yeah? One part is responsible for logic, for words. The other part is responsible for emotions, for gestures. We'll try to combine, we'll try to make whole our brain work. Not one part, because when you just sit and listen, maybe not even half, very small segment of your brain works. I'll try to... The other part is just sleeping. I'll try to make all your brain, whole your brain work and teach. For that, we'll use this technique. We'll use gestures, we'll use intonation, and certainly words. And you will teach each other. For that, I need some techniques, because from time to time you will work with yourself, and I would like to have your attention, to attract your attention. For that, I will call you class, and your answer is yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But you're supposed to imitate my intonation and the style I pronounce this word. Let's train. For example, I say, class.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Everyone, and you imitate my intonation. Class.
Yes.
Class, class.
Yes.
Classity, class.
Yes.
Yesity, yes. Again.
Yes.
Mm. Class, class, class.
Yes.
Class. Your answer is
Yes.
Yes.
class.
Yes. Sorry, yes, sorry. Yes.
No. Only yes. So you imitate my style of pronouncing this word, okay? Good.
Yes.
And sometimes I would ask you to teach each other, and you answer, okay. When I say teach, you answer, okay. Agree? And the same, you imitate both my style of pronunciation, intonation, and everything. If you don't laugh, we can add gestures. It works perfectly when we add just gestures. But when you just laugh, I will not add gestures. You see? It's up to you. We'll try. So, teach.
Yeah.
You answer okay. So, teach.
Okay.
Teach.
Okay.
Teach.
Okay.
Fine. So, today we'll try these techniques. I hope that it will form our time better. Okay? So, students number 1, you have shared your ideas. Who are students number 2? Raise your hand. You remember that you think that a person that can become a guide should possess something special, some special qualities, skills, abilities. Okay? So, class.
Yes.
I want students number 2 to share their ideas with students number 1. Teach.
Okay.
What about
Teach.
Okay.
Begin speaking. Who's number 2? A person that can become a guide should possess these abilities. What number
remember dates, everything, and I think they ask you questions, and it can be different questions, and you even cannot know it, but you do it. So they have such mind to know your temper, and I'm sure that not everybody, even if they prepare for the guys, so can be really good. I think it's Some people they want to be teachers, another want to be.
Live?
Yes.
So 1 minute is over, unfortunately. Maybe you want to share your opinions, but 1 minute is over. So let us make a conclusion. What do you think about being a guide? Is this job, is this profession available for anyone, or a person that can dream to become a guide has to possess something special, some special qualities, skills, and so on? Now, your personal opinion.
I think that not everybody can be a guide because guide is a very hard job.
Any job is hard if you do it well.
And also you need to have a really good memory. Not everybody have it, even if they train.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think the most, the hardest part of guides' work, then their group ask guide a question. So you even cannot know it, but you should know it, and even.
So you have to communicate with people, and not everyone can communicate.
Yes.
But if you train to communicate, you can reach success. You can be successful if you train. If you don't want to communicate, if you never communicate, then you will not learn how to do it. But if you try, it is not very difficult. It is possible.
Yes, it is possible, but if you don't have an ability to be a guide, why you should...
What ability?
Ability, good memory, communication, sociable, to be social,
communicative skills.
to be very flexible. And if you don't have these abilities, why you should take such a long distance?
You have to work harder.
Yes, but if you are a really good mathematic, you can be, you can work in a bank, in an office. Why you should?
That's right. People in bank work with people too. Not everyone works just with machine or papers. Yeah. There are a lot of people in bank that work with people, and they need many qualities that a guide should possess. So, but it's an opinion that only special people, only people possessing special, okay, can become guide. So, do you agree or disagree? Now I'm more interested in people that disagree. You will continue.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I
Why?
disagree. Because I think that everyone can be a guide.
Why?
Yes, of course, that guide must have some special
qualities?
Qualities, yes. But some people can be a guide if they want, they can be.
They can work on these qualities.
My father is a guide.
Really?
Yes, in south of Crimea.
Yes,
but not all year. 1/2 of year he works in
a bank with papers.
No. They build something.
That's right. Yes.
And in life.
And maybe he doesn't communicate with a lot of people.
Yes, I was in his excursion. It's very good. He speaks with old people. He tells some stories, some funny stories. Yeah, but in life,
he's absolutely different.
Yes, he don't
even in family.
Yes, he don't like speak. He doesn't. Yes, speak at all with somebody.
That's right. Okay, so if you want, you can work out these skills. What can you add?
I also disagree with Nastya's opinion. I doubt that it's impossible to teach someone to do something. There is a nice quotation in Russian that if someone could do something, it is possible to teach other people to do it also. So if people is shy and quiet,
a person is shy.
Yeah, a person is quiet or shy enough, you can teach him to be impressive, emotional, to show his maybe not real emotions, but it would be interesting.
At least act him.
Yes, at least that.
Okay, so there are two teams Nastya's and Alina's team. Some people think that only, by the way, Nastya, not only to be a guide, to follow any profession, you are supposed to be born.
Yes.
Teacher, born, banker, I don't know, even maybe born cleaner, who knows?
Yes, really good. Who is
Aha,
really
it's a very good, by the way, it's a very good idea. So, who is in Nastya's team? Just raise your hand. Who thinks that not everyone can make a guide, can become a guide? Aha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Aha, who are in Timur's team? People that think that anyone can become a guide. 2, 4, 6, 50-50. Aha, so maybe I will settle all this argue by one phrase. Anyone can be a guide, but to be a good guide, to be an excellent professional, you are supposed to either work very hard or to be born for this profession.
You must know history, you must know language.
Certainly yes, but you must know a lot for any profession. When you are a banker and work with papers, you are supposed to know a lot
Every
in the
profession
profession.
has pluses and minuses.
Yes.
This is balance.
Certainly yes. Okay. So, maybe this idea will settle everything. And if you decide to become a guide, what would you do? First, your first step. Oh, it is very good, but I don't think that it is the first step. What is the first step to become a guide?
Maybe decide where do you want to guide people. So if you want to guide about your...
Let us imagine that you've got this education and you want to apply a job of a guide. What is your first step?
If you're not sociable people, you must be sociable, more sociable.
Just to get the job.
A license. Maybe.
License, to get a license? Oh yeah, maybe. But you're supposed to find whether there are firms that want your services.
Discover the...
To see whether
You have to
there are agencies that are ready to apply you.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, let us imagine that you have found an announcement that
You have to
a
write
guide is necessary for this or that tourist agency. What is your next step?
To write a resume.
Very good. Yes, bingo. Fine. So, to write it, do you have an announcement? Have you got any idea how to write a resume? Who knows? Who has ever written a resume? Oh, then maybe my lesson is absolutely waste. Maybe it is just wasting time because I have come to teach you how to write a resume.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just finish the lesson.
No.
No, I will go home because this is my last lesson, but you will stay at school.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe go home and you'll stay.
No, no.
Okay, maybe go home.
How many lessons are you going to get?
6.
Aha. What is this number?
Also.
6. 3 lessons more. At least 3. But this is my last lesson. Yes, I'm luckier than you. But I had much more lessons than you have had. That's why I'm luckier. Good. Maybe I've prepared something new for you. That's why let us try to learn how to write a resume. And you will teach each other. I will give you some information, some instructions, how to write a resume. Students, number 1, will get one piece of information. Students number 2 will get absolutely different piece of information. You will have 1 minute to read everything. You may make notes in your copy books if you want, but I will not take these papers. You can keep them till the end of the lesson. so you can use them. And afterwards, you will teach each other. Is this clear? Good. So, who are students number 1? Raise your hand. Fine. So, this is for you, this is for you, this is for you, number 1. This is for you, number 1, and number 1. So, number 2, number 2, number 2. This is for you, Has everyone got a paper? Yes. Okay. What is your number? Number 1. Here you are. Class?
Yes.
Now your task is to read the information you've got, and you have 1 minute for this. It's time to finish. Have you read? Yes. Yes. Fine. Class.
Yes.
Now, I want students number 1. Please, students number 1, raise your hand. Students number 1, please begin. Teach your partner the information that you've just read. Okay. Class?
Yes.
Students number 1, teach your partner. Teach!
Okay.
To write a resume,
is your personal information. For example, etc. Next is to show why is better to choose your education, your professional skills, etc. Third one is the work experience. Where have you worked? Why
I don't hear you.
was it night? Or it was night? And you also can show their skills. Why it's better to choose you. And you will have this information. You will have also the third one is to show information about this place. Why verbs of action. For example, to achieve, create, to down, to do. Introduce new concepts. Also, and if you don't have to be very good, for example, like this one.
Class?
Yes.
Now I want students, so even if you haven't finished some very small pieces of information will be repeated in the message of students number 2. But the Task for students number 2 is even more complicated because some information has been taught to you. That's why I don't want you to repeat the same information. Okay? Please teach only new information. Information that is unknown to your partner. Students number 2, teach. Okay. Okay.
There are the most important titles of resume. It depends on the person's circumstances. There are chronological, functional, conditional, and titles resume. And you need to choose which one fits the best to your future project. There are also in the in-house and some models of resume, so you can use it. Just be sure that you change all personal data to yours. And employers spend only 10 seconds look through your resume, so be sure that your employer should find the most important information about you. Also, not just write only one resume, and because for different job, you should have different in additional topics, you can add some fellowship, correction, so a lot of information, which everything shows how school and also there is no need to your salary is too much to increase your previous job and references they can be, but it should be and if your future employer should ask you about it, you should give it. And the last one, be sure that your resume official language papers you said, so it is like your first impression, so it should be
Yes. Are you done? Have you taught your partners about writing a resume?
Yes.
Have you learned anything new?
Yes.
Because you declared at the very beginning that you know how to write a resume. So what have you learned? What new have you learned?
I have learned that employers usually only spend
a very short time.
spend only 30 seconds to look
through the resume.
Yes.
So that's why you understand how
important is to make it shorter.
I learned that there are several types of resume, like chronological, functional, combination, and targeted.
By the way, in few lessons, Tatiana Vasilyevna Dubrovskaya, that teaches you business English, will show you a model of a resume, and it will be a little bit different. It doesn't mean that we don't know what each of us does. It doesn't mean that I don't know how to write a resume and I teach you wrong, or Tatiana Vasilyevna teaches you wrong. It means that there are different types of resume, and we want you to know about it. Okay, what else? What have you learned?
I learned that there are different words to attract employees.
There is special vocabulary you're supposed to use. Good.
I've learned that to demonstrate that you are an action person, you must use verbs.
The special vocabulary for
Yes.
that. Okay. Anything else that you've learned? You haven't known about it before.
That employers pay attention to the quality of paper.
Quality of paper, of envelope,
Yeah.
grammar.
Even though I knew about grammar, but that they pay attention to the paper, it's new for me.
Yeah. Okay. So, can we summarize everything and name 5 rules of a good resume, of a successful resume?
Shortest.
Short. It must be short.
Clean.
You must
Tidy. At least tidy.
you must take your photo.
But it is not about the text. It is just something that you attach.
Grammar?
Official language.
Official. By the way, is resume an unofficial or official?
Official.
Absolutely official. So special vocabulary. Good.
Good presentation of your resume.
But what is the rule? Can you work out the rule? Now we are summarizing everything.
Size.
It was number 1. 2 more.
Well-written language.
Special vocabulary, it is the same. At least 2 more.
Special type.
Photo is not a resume. It is just something that you attach.
Special type of the resume. The type which fits to your future job.
It's very good. Maybe this is the main rule. When you describe your qualities, they are supposed to meet the demands. You see, you don't describe everything that you possess inside.
Yeah.
You mention only the features that will be used in this profession, that are necessary for this very profession. Not just your variety and all the treasures of your soul. You see? This is very important. Fine. Your homework. Now you've learned how to write a resume. And next Tuesday, do you hear me?
Yes.
Next Tuesday, in a week, you are supposed to write down a resume according to the rules, and that can be the first page in your portfolio. But now, I want you here. But now, maybe it's the end, almost the end. So, your homework is in this book. I was very, very disappointed that there are very few people that are ready to buy it, that have it. So, it is not very expensive, it is only 35 units, and your homework is in this book. It is exercise 6, page 11. Exercise 6, page 11. In exercise 6, you've got an announcement. It is a real announcement from the internet that requires a guide. And exercise 7, this is your homework. Exercise 6 and 7, page 11. We'll decide. Just a minute.
Thursday.
This is for next lesson. Is it Thursday or Friday in your group?
Thursday.
Thursday. That is for Thursday. Exercise 6 and 7, exercise 11. In exercise 6, you will read an announcement. In exercise 7, you will read some professional tips how to make a good resume and a sample, a model of a resume of Andrew Grieber. I'm not sure that it is perfect. Sasha, I'm not sure that this resume is perfect. That's why your task is to read it attentively and to analyze, to decide what is good, what is correct according to the information you've learned today, and what is wrong, what to change. You may make notes in book. This is good, this is that, to change these parts, oh, whatever you want. Is this clear?
Yes.
Your homework for next Tuesday.
Right.
Your lesson.
Yes.
First, you are supposed to choose a job and to write an announcement. You can just copy exercise 6, or you can change something in this exercise 6. And then you will write your lesson. This is your homework for next lesson and for lesson in 1. Actually, the lesson is over. Now I have a question. We have some time to develop. Today, you tried, you trained, you sampled a new method of learning and teaching, whole brain teaching. Did you like it?
Yes.
Why? What attracts you in this method? What was good?
It is unusual enough, and so we can try as teachers to this teacher too.
There is a slogan that I like very much. Teaching is not only for teachers.
I agree with you. And it is more interesting than just to sit and to listen for teacher for maybe very boring things. You can just try to speak also. You don't have to sit, you have to do something.
You may use gestures.
You may also
Okay,
use gestures.
okay. Anything else that was good that you like in this method?
We can understand how to be a teacher.
Is it easy?
This is not easy, but you must.
Quite possible.
But you must understand the system.
Okay. Anything else? The last word. Anything else that was attractive that you liked? Are there only 2 people that like this method? Will I work only for Lina and
Yeah.
Ilya? Or for everyone? Then confirm me that it is necessary. Confirm me.
It is not boring.
By the way, do you know how much time you spoke?
80% of all time.
About 10 minutes. I usually told you, you have 1 minute to do this, but it was more. It was about 2 minutes. All in all, you spoke about 10 minutes. It is not enough. Because the lesson is 45 minutes. I'm sure that it is not enough, but at least it is 10. Try to count how much time you speak at other lessons. The lesson is over. Bye.
Bye.